Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, that they put people first. This very special guest in studio, I have the Christian County Historical Society board member, Kay Freebird, here. Great to have you along, Kay.
Hi.
So great to have you here. So, well, I can infer what the Christian County Historical Society is, a historical society. But tell me a little bit about, in your words, what you guys do here in Christian County.
Well, first of all, I think history is very important. And in order to understand where we are today, we need to look back and see how things were. And so preserving the past while looking forward to the future is really important to me. And so I decided to join the Historical Society first as just a member. And then they asked me if I would like to be on the board. And so I have done that also for about 3 years. The Geological Society is also located there at the Historical Society. And we are somewhat not known as well as I wish we were. Some people have never been to this historical museum. We are at 325 Abe's Way, which is by the Super Motel and the Super 8. And I just think that it's so important, especially to understand what's available in this town.
Right.
And the Historical Society is very important. We have the courthouse that Lincoln was actually in, and we open those up, all the buildings, periodically.
Well, let's dive into that a little bit, starting with the Genealogy Society. How do they help the Christian County Historical Society and what you guys do?
Well, a lot of their materials are there, of course, and they come in all the time and investigate maybe a question that someone has, or they look up things that they're interested in. They help people to find information. And especially, I think that we always have one of them on our board, and they add greatly to everything that we do. I mean, we're like a team. I like to think of it that way. We're both housed in the same Pence building, and that's where our office is also. So I feel that, we're just a good partnership.
Sounds like they're kind of like the librarians to what you do.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they have books of information and history, which if you ask me to find something, I would not be able to do it. But those people who are members of that organization, they can look things up for others. And if people have questions and so forth, it's a good place to find your resources. The Historical Society has the buildings, and we're always promoting things like the Persimmon Festival that we just had.
I want to talk a lot about that in a moment. I guess I wanted to know, what are some of the other buildings that the Historical Society manages?
Well, I'm usually the one that they call upon to be in the schoolhouse, since I taught for 47 years. And I love it. I love to be in that building. It has the old the main furnace is just a stove right in the middle of the building. And my mom used to have a one-room schoolhouse that she taught in before she went into the town of where we're from, is in Iowa. And she taught in about 3 towns there. But she was very much involved in the country schools, and they're very nostalgic to me.
Where's that schoolhouse located?
It's right there next to the courthouse. And then next to that is the old Wanaco Depot. Lots of people who live in Awanico or were there. That's really an important little building to them.
Mhm.
And then the Woodall, that's where you'll find many of the things that are from the wars.
Mhm.
Lots of information there about that.
Mhm.
Next to that, we have the old log cabin, which is just precious to me, and we're trying to preserve it. And
Mhm.
it's rough because, it's very, very old from the
Mhm.
1800s. And I just look at it and think how lucky we are that it's there. Children can see it and they have no concept of, except they might have watched Little House on the Prairie, maybe. And so I think it's really important that, when we have all the buildings open, that people come, because Loretta is Loretta Law is very good in that log cabin. She even cooks on the fire hearth.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just think, how lucky we are that those people who are really on the board and members of the Historical Society want the preservation kept.
Who can join the Historical Society?
Oh, you can. Anyone can. We'd love to have anybody come.
Okay. Anything that they need to bring if they want to join the Historical Society, or just themselves?
There is a little fee that you can pay to become a member, and I would just say, that if anyone is interested, now during the winter months, we're not open as much, but Thursday through Saturday, we are open from 10 to 3. And the winter months we're really there just on Saturday. So to me, I feel like right now, if people, before the snow hits, possibly it would be a good time to just come out and check it out.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that all of these historical buildings in Christian County require some funds to upkeep and preserve, and that's part of why you had something like the Persimmon Festival.
Absolutely.
So how did that go?
It did go really well. Well, we also had a quilt show this fall.
Oh, cool.
And we had several quilts and a lot of fun. I think it was very successful. The Persimmon was successful. The Geological Society provided the meal, and the Historical Society provided what else we had,
Right.
which was people coming in and maybe buying persimmon, cups of persimmon. I think that a lot of people just have never experienced what we have. And I hope that they will be curious enough to try and come.
Yeah, and this is a returning event, we'll call it, because you guys were a little bit away from the event for the last couple of years for known reasons.
Yes.
And I hope that you guys will continue to hold it next year and the years to come.
I hope so too. I don't know why we wouldn't.
Okay.
We pulped 200 cups of persimmon this year.
What does persimmon taste like? I've never had any.
Well, it's unique. Not super sweet, but not sour either. I like to think of it as something that you can bake with. You can, of course, use the seeds to see what they're saying is going to happen this winter. People like to do that. And we had seeds at the table this year, and those who came and ate took a seed, opened it up, and I hate to tell you what the majority of the seeds said.
What do they say?
Snow.
Lots
heavy
of it.
snow.
Oh no, the majority say heavy snow.
They're spoons, and there were a lot of spoons. So.
And spoon signal snow. Okay. Interesting. I'd like to know a lot more about that, but I think we're kind of running up against the timeout. Okay, you have something in front of you, and maybe give me a quick preview before we talk more about it.
Okay, the Tidings of Comfort and Joy dinner
Mm.
is headed our way on December 16th and 17th this year. Before COVID, we had it one night and we had two opportunities to eat. And we found that wasn't ideal.
Mm.
We had to quick wash dishes, and the people who came the second time, had a later eating time, but were there longer, and some of them wish they had come at the earlier time. So this time we've corrected that, and we're having it on Friday and Saturday, December 16th and 17th, and starting at 5:30. So you have your choice of either night. The meal tickets are $25, and you get a unique, wonderful meal with china and silverware and glassware, having cranberry chicken or roast pork loin with a baked potato, green beans, salad, and a roll. We have tickets. All members have tickets that pick them up and took them. I have tickets, and people can call me if they would like, and I would be happy to even deliver their tickets. My number is 217-827-3901. We ask that all tickets be sold probably a week before the event. We have advance tickets only. And if you prefer to go to the Historical Society and buy your tickets, you can call ahead 217-824-6922. And again, that's Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 3. Or you can contact any board member that you know and see if they have their tickets and ask them if they would save some for you or bring them to you. One of the special things that I love about the dinner is that after the meal is eaten, we go over to the Pence building where we have homemade cookies and candies and warm wassail and Christmas relaxing music.
We're going to talk a lot more about that dinner here in just a moment. That's Christian County Historical Society board member Kay Freevert here on the WTIM morning show. More from her after this short timeout here on WTIM, your information station, which you can listen to online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or watch the live video stream on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or WTIM TV. And those are brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. And People's Bank and Trust. They put people first.
WTIM.
Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are bred to win. These 19 varieties have strong agronomics within high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans for superior performance all season long. Gold Series soybeans also out-yielded Asgrow brand soybeans by an average of 1 bushel per acre in 5,542 comparisons. Grow gold at goldenharvestseeds.com/gold-series.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 824-4684, 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Here's a great way to prevent early nursing home placement. Rent one of the catered care suites at Taylorville Estates Assisted Living, 705 South Houston. Stay independent longer by living in one of these short-term apartments that include meals, laundry, a therapy gym, and much more. And if you like it, Taylorville Estates Assisted Living has 1 and 2 bedroom apartments available for longer-term stays. Find out more. Stop by and ask for Administrator Tony Clark or call her at 824-2222. That's 824-2222. Encouraging independence, enriching lives.
At Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, we want you to be a part of the program as well via the Archer's Alley Catch of the Week. Each week, we'll select one of your pictures submitted at centralillinoisoutdoors.com and invite you to tell your story of the great outdoors. We're looking for your kid's first catch or even your first big buck. There's a simple, easy form you can fill out on your phone or computer at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. Send us your story, send us your pic. centralillinoisoutdoors.com and the Catch of the Week, brought to you by Archer's Alley, North 22nd Street in Decatur.
WTIM listeners from Witt to Shelbyville and Awanaco to Ramsey can now hear your information station even clearer at a new place on the FM dial. WTIM now has an additional dial position at 107.9, transmitting at some 280 feet from a tower on the south edge of Pana. Hear the latest local news and agriculture information, swap shop, and more in southern Christian, northern Fayette, and eastern Montgomery counties from WTIM. Even better now at 107.9 FM. Set a button on your radio for WTIM in the Pana area now at 107.9 FM.
At People's Bank and Trust, they say you can bank on us to put your business first. Finally, you have a real banking partner to make sense of business lending. Find out how People's Bank and Trust's business bankers can serve you by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson from Advanced Title. Whether selling your home on your own or through your local realtor, please give us a call at 824-8007 for all your title work needs.
Your information station, WTIM.
All right, welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper, your host. Stream on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, Facebook, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. Always do better with Landmark. People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. I have board member of the Christian County Historical Society, Kay Freevert, here in studio, and she's talking about a Christmas dinner coming up here pretty soon for the Historical Society. Okay, how about you paint the picture for me? What can I expect when I attend this dinner?
Well, you can expect that the title of it's going to be Tidings of Comfort and Joy. And it's going to be held on Friday, December 16th at 5:30 or Saturday, December 17th at 5:30, both nights. You choose whichever you'd like. $25 for an advanced meal ticket. The meal choice will be delicious. It will be cranberry chicken or roast pork loin with baked potato, green bean salad, and a roll. After the meal is finished, we will go over to the Pence building and enjoy cookies, candies with warm wassail and listen to soft Christmas music while we're doing our eating. I want to say that if you come through the main gate, drive up to the Pence building. Someone will be there to either offer you to park your car and you can get out and come right in the building, or they will help you find a place to park. Everybody at the Historical Society tries to be as helpful as we can be to help others enjoy all the activities that we have. And we, through the year, try to offer several good opportunities for people to get to know who we are, what we're about, and to enjoy the fact that if you live in Christian County, there is much history that you can learn just by coming into our building. And the Geological Society is there to help you find perhaps a family member or something about your history. So we welcome you. We look forward to seeing you. And if you can, give me a call and I will be happy to bring you tickets. 217-827-3901. I can hand deliver them and I would be happy to do that. We will enjoy, I know, this dinner together, and it's a very pleasant, lovely setting and to enjoy a really, really good meal. And we hope to see you there.
All right. Anything else that you would like to add before you head back onto your way, Kay?
I just want to say thank you for letting me come today. And I am especially happy that people are interested in the Christian County Historical Museum. I think it's really important for everyone to know their roots. And if you are a Christian County baby that came into the world here, your family is probably listed in the book.
That's Christian County Historical Society board member Kay Freevert. Thank you so much for coming on, Kay.
Thank you.
Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust. They put people first.
WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. Officials in Houston say it's safe to drink the water again. The nation's fourth largest city lifted its water boil notice this morning. Since Sunday, Houston's 2 million people have been ordered to boil their tap water before drinking or using it because of problems at a purification plant. China's communist government is sticking with its controversial zero COVID strategy, but faces public anger following widespread protests over the weekend. At the White House, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby.
Our message to peaceful protesters around the world is the same and consistent. People should be allowed the right to assemble and to peacefully protest policies or laws or dictates that they take issue with.
House Republicans are promising aggressive oversight of the Biden administration once they assume the majority next year. They are planning to take particular focus on the business dealings of presidential son Hunter Biden, illegal immigration at the U.S.-Mexico border, and the origins of COVID-19. The Senate is set to vote on a bill protecting both same-sex and interracial marriages.
Passing the cloture vote means the bill will face a final vote on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. It's expected to pass. The bill will force states to recognize same-sex marriages performed in other states, even when the couple is moving to a state that prohibits same-sex unions. Earlier this month, negotiators rolled out a bipartisan compromise that includes an amendment supporters say will guarantee protections for religious liberties. Bob Agnew reporting.
Lava is shooting into the air and flowing downhill as Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano erupts for the first time in nearly 40 years. But for now, it poses no immediate threat. The United States faces Iran in World Cup action today. The American team needs a win to advance to the next